Doing my Piers is Gone dance. What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? Yes, come on in the room, auntie. Hey, Philo. Watermelon Sugar already on duty. Yes, honey. Mwah. Thank you, baby. Xavier, what's up? Alikala, hello. Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. What up, y'all? Hey, babe. What's up? Hey, Brandon. Gigi Jones. Hey, Miss T. C Golden. What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing? Geechee girl. What's up, ma? I got your little inbox on Instagram. Thank you, boo. How's everybody doing? All right, we about to do this. Hey, Lori, what's up? All right, y'all. All right. How's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday. We're still at the beginning of our week, but it is all good. We are blessed. Blessed. Get your girl. Don't let them people get you out your pocket, girl. But I understand. Sometimes you just got to let a hoe know. Sometimes. What's up, Mimi? Sometimes you just got to let a hoe know. You didn't realize Piers Morgan's vitriol and hate was personal. Yes, honey. Well, let's be clear. Piers Morgan is an asshole, like on a good day. But yes, it is a little personal. You back, Xavier? Good. Hold on. Yep. So we're going to talk about it, child. We're going to talk about it. Nasty piece of queen. Hey, Lock Queen. What's up, baby? So let's get into it. So, honey, we've had a day full of responses to what had happened over to the Oprah on Sunday night, honey. Oprah was on Good Morning CBS, CBS's Good Morning Show with Gail, and she gave a little bit more behind the scenes. She said that she pressed hard, honey. She said she pressed hard for them to tell them the names of who said that about the baby's color. And he wouldn't do it. Which further leads me to believe that it's somebody important that he trying to protect, like his brother or his daddy. Because I feel like if it was just a staff member or someone in passing, he would have said. They said it was someone that was high up. Well, Megan said that. Harry ain't say nothing. But I feel like if it were a staff member that made just an out of the way comment, I don't think it would have cut so deep. Because, you know, some people just ignorant. You know, if it was a staff member that just kind of threw it out there, I don't think it would have cut that deep. But I think it was somebody that could cut her. And therefore, I think it was a family member. And I think it was either his daddy or the brother. Now, I see a lot of people feel like it was the daddy. I feel like it's one of the two. It's either the daddy or the brother. Either way. It's his daddy. Abby says it's his daddy. All the headlines say he stormed off knowing good and well that he waddled like a goddamn penguin. You haven't seen the clip? You ain't seen the clip? What's up, Bat? There's a clip of him walking off set. I done watched that thing so many times. Hey, Yana. You think it's the daddy, too? Hey, Dewana. It's William or Charles. Could be Prince Philip. It was definitely family. Well, they said it wasn't grandma or grandpa. They said that. They said it wasn't grandma or grandpa. So, hey, Dominique. What's up, Young Rich? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's on demand, on YouTube, all of that. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's all over the place by now. Even if it's cut up, you know. What's up, little baby? I ain't see you, but I see Abby speaking to you, so I know you're here somewhere. What up, Quintessential? You think it was the daddy? Like I said, I think it was either the daddy or the brother. I do. And I'm leaning towards the daddy. Because he ignorant, child. I ain't like them too. They did Diana wrong. I'd be fine with Charles having a side piece, but don't be disrespectful. Well, he did have a side piece. Hey, Jacqueline Glover. I think folks are giving grandma and grandpa too much in this situation, considering they're more concerned their next breath. Huh? They're more concerned their next breath. It was Kate. Let me tell, she was the driving force. You think it was Kate? Okay. IMC Brown. Go to CBS Online and watch it. Abby said, Young Rich. Thank you, Jacqueline. Oh, thank you, boo. Yes, I'm looking amazing. If it wasn't the daddy, Harry would have said so. Like he made sure we knew it wasn't the right. That's what I'm saying. That he was clear to say it wasn't my grandmother or my grandfather. He was very key. Now that he ain't say who it was, but he said who it wasn't, and that's why I'm pretty certain it was either his father or his brother. Because let's be clear, the relationship is strained with both of them. Ain't that funny? He's talked about his girl and gave the business for a few years, and he couldn't take a minute of a little heat. Well, and that's the thing. Piers Morgan has been nasty about a few things over the years. Like, it ain't just her, but okay. So for the people who don't know, Piers Morgan went on a date with Megan, and she ghosted him. And the same night that they went out for little cocktails and drinks, he said he put her in a cab. I guess he assumed she was going home, honey, but she went to another party. And it was at that party where she met Prince Harry. And so after that, she ghosted him. I mean, bruh, get over it. It happens all the time. It happens to men. It happens to women. It happens to old. It happens to young. Like, let's be clear. She wouldn't have married your bitch ass. Let's be clear. You won't never gonna be the one. And so, y'all know yesterday he went off, you know, he's on the equivalent of like Good Morning America, right? It's Good Morning Britain. And he has been spewing, let's be clear, Piers Morgan is nasty. And it's not just about Meghan, even though he's been one of the people that's been dogging Meghan. He has been dogging Meghan for the last 3 years. Let's be clear. He's one of the people that has made her life harder. And yesterday, after the interview, he made some nasty comments. One of the major ones that people took exception to was that he believed she was lying about the whole thing, including being suicidal. And so, of course, a lot of people had a problem with that because they were like, you know, you can't question people when it comes to mental health. Like, that's not right. That's not fair. And so they said that they got over 40,000 complaints overnight. 40,000 40,000 complaints overnight about him. Let's see, I broke my nail earlier. But 40,000 complaints about him. And this morning, one of his co-anchors was giving it to him. Now, the guy, everybody been saying that he's black. He's mixed. And, y'all know how I feel about people who mix. If you mix, you're black to me. But I just need to be clear for everybody before they correct me. And, baby, he was letting him know that he was vile. And the stuff he said was unacceptable. And it was cruel. And it was out of line. Baby, Piers Morgan got up and said, I don't have to take this shit. And he walked off set. In the middle of the show. It's a live show. He walked off set. And then we found out that he is resigning. He has quit. When. Now, let's be clear. People like Piers Morgan always fall on their feet. So he's going to find a job somewhere, probably the UK equivalent of Fox News. Okay, let's be clear. We know he ain't going nowhere. He's going to write a book about it. He's going to find a job. He's going to be over onto the Fox News. He's going to do 50 interviews. Like, that ain't even the issue. Right. O Street. Yeah, that's what we were saying. And so my thing is good riddance. Bye. Good riddance. I'm happy another biracial person took up for her. I don't do the one drop rule anymore, but I hear you, B. Yeah. He got fired. Ain't nobody putting up with that, with his crap. Well, what they said was that he quit and they ain't argued. He tendered his resignation. See, sometimes people play the what's the word I'm looking for? They play the game where I'm a resign, but I don't really mean it, just so you can beg me to stay. And I feel like he probably said I'm a quit, thinking that they would try to talk him out of it, and they didn't. They were like, okay, you want us to send you your stuff? We could pack it up. Email deactivated. Key card don't work no more. Like, I feel like that's what happened. That he was like, well, I'll just quit. And they were like, okay, we're fine with that. Okay. We're going to schedule an exit interview. What up, Gina Bina? What's up, boo? Hey, Auntie Didi. Ain't nobody losing sleep. Child, I know the hell I ain't. He's nasty. Like I said, I didn't know who he was until he was on Celebrity Apprentice. And remember, he won Celebrity Apprentice, and him and Donald Trump been best friends ever since. Because he used to be one of them people tweeting and defending Donald Trump. Okay? Belize. They probably said, bye with your bitch hands. I'll be in the clouds. I know that's right. Belize. Yeah, they changed them locks. Probably said he quit if they didn't take up for him, and they said no. Yeah, I mean, because the statement I read was he, tendered his resignation, and we accepted. Generally, if people don't want you to quit, they'll be like, no, we don't accept your resignation. But when you resign and they accept, we all on the same page. Okay, thank you so much. Your services are no longer required. Okay. So anyway, honey, that's what that was with the Piers of the Morgan. And like I said, I've been keeping my eye on Piers Morgan for the last couple of years. And if you follow him on Twitter and you see how he tweets, he is very interested in American politics, and generally his opinion falls on the side of the Republicans, but not just the Republicans, the Trumpsters. Because I told y'all, I separate the two, okay? There's the Republican, they're the Trumpsters, which is basically the Republican Party. And then you have the people who used to be Republicans that aren't them, like I think about the Not Meghan McCain, but her mama, because Meghan McCain, no. But like her mama is, her daddy. If John McCain had not died, her daddy would not be a Trumpster. That doesn't mean that he would go against everything that the Republican Party stood for, but he would not be a Trumpster. You know what I'm saying? The Mitt Romneys, right. The Mitt Romneys of the world. Yeah, And the thing is this, Republicans, I can respect Republicans. I don't have to like it, but I can respect Republicans. It's these Trumpsters that I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know what that's a good question. I don't know what the labor laws look like in the UK. That's a good question. Exactly. All conservatives are not Trump supporters. Exactly. That's my point. So he's not just a conservative. He's a Trumpster. You see what I'm saying? I've told y'all this before. I said this before, and I stand by it. There is going to be, maybe not this presidential election. Maybe we got 4 years. Maybe by not the midterms, though. I don't see it happening by the midterms, but maybe by the next presidential election, I see us having a third party, and it's going to be those conservatives, but not the Trumpsters. You see what I'm saying? I see a third nominee that's a viable nominee, not just on paper. Oh, okay, some other people are running. I mean, someone that could possibly make some waves. I see that. I absolutely see that. Yeah, I see that. Didn't Piers take over Larry King's show as well? Or am I thinking wrong guy? No, he did. He and even with that, okay, so thank you, O Street. That's a good one. He took over Larry King's show while he was out sick for a while. He not before because remember Larry King wasn't doing okay. When it was the Larry King show, it was still coming on CNN. Piers Morgan took over because Larry King had gotten sick. Not when he got sick and passed away, because he had stopped doing the Larry King show on CNN. He was doing like a podcast or something like that when he died. But Piers Morgan took over for a while. So when Larry King died, Piers Morgan tweeted out, me and you used to be really good friends until I took over your show and you got jealous of me and stopped speaking to me. But rest in peace to a great man or something like that. I was like, oh, that wasn't fucking necessary. Just say rest in peace. Just send your condolences. You ain't got to put out there that y'all had a falling out and he stopped speaking to you because he was jealous of you. Boy, if you don't go sit your ass down. See, that's the kind of shit I'm saying about Piers Morgan, that it's not, he didn't just start getting this way because of Meghan Markle. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been like that. I was like, ain't nobody ask you to say all of that. Either, because my thing is this, either send your condolences or don't. Like, though, you ain't got to be fake. But either send your condolences or don't. But all of that, we used to be cool until I took over on your show and you got jealous. What? Sir, I'm sure that if Larry King stopped speaking to you, that wasn't the reason. Sir. Anyway. All right. O Street. I know that's right. He's only mad at Meghan because he wanted her and she absolutely did not want him. Right. Right. She ghosted him. Exactly. I'd have ghosted his ass too. You know? He's a biatch. Anyway. So that was that, y'all. Now, the Queen issued a statement. And essentially what the Queen has said was, hey, Jason, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while, babes. Essentially what the Queen has said was, right, those Lincoln Project people will probably have their own candidate to represent. You know what, B-Lo? I can agree with you on that. I think the Lincoln Project, that is a really good conversation to have. I do think that the Lincoln Project may very well create a party by 2024. Well, two and a half years is when the election cycle is going to start in about 2.5 years. I kind of see that. I think if it's going to be somebody, I can see the Lincoln Project. And let me say this to the Democrats. If the Lincoln Project does decide to go in that direction, the Democrats, y'all better get it together. Y'all better get it together. That's all I'm going to say. Well, I mean, he got a date. I mean, I don't know if he was going to get a second date, but he did get one date, honey. We don't know. We'll see. So, hey, Blue Cartier. Ain't seen you in a while either, boo. Mwah. How you doing, babes? So, with that being said, the Queen issued a statement today. And essentially, I'm paraphrasing. I ain't reading it word for word. But essentially, what the statement said was, we weren't aware that things were this bad with Harry and Meghan, and we are going to look into it, and we will resolve it privately. So I'm going to call bullshit on that for a couple of reasons. One, I refuse to believe that y'all got to this point where you have stripped this man of his title, cut him off financially, pulled his security away from him, and there were no conversations about why it had gotten to this point and why they felt like they needed to take the drastic moves that they took. I don't believe that, because let's remember, this happened in stages. This didn't happen all in one swoop. First, they said, listen, we don't want to leave the royal family. We just want to take a step back and not be on the front lines. We want to move out of the palace and kind of find some peace. That's where the situation started. They said, we'll move to any commonwealth. We'll move to New Zealand. We'll move to South Africa. They ended up in Canada. Okay. They ended up in Canada. Because Meghan said she had lived there for 7 years while they were filming Suits. She had lived in Canada, and so that's where they moved. I mean, they had other reasons, but that was one of them. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that at no point in time was there a conversation about why. If somebody says, listen, I want to move out of the palace and we want to get away and we don't want to be on the front lines anymore, the natural next question is why. And I don't believe that they bit their tongue. I don't believe they didn't say why. I don't believe that they didn't express that to anybody. So for y'all to now say, fast forward 2 years later, after they done moved from Canada and had to leave Canada and move to the United States because y'all stripped them of their security and their money and everything else, and they moved to the United States, had to live, get security from Tyler Perry and live in his house. I refuse. Y'all know that means Meghan gonna be in a Tyler Perry movie. But anyway, I refuse to believe that there was never a conversation about why. Now, the Queen, I've been giving you a little bit of leeway because Harry said that you always been there for him. So I'm going to go with Harry. But on that one, bullshit. Hey, what's up, Royalty Forever? Hey, babes. Hey, Give Me Shelter. What's up? Do I believe that? Because here's my thing. Had they not gotten to the point where they were taking things from them and punishing them, then I would be like, well, maybe they don't know the whole story and they're still trying to figure everything out. But y'all have punished them. There have been punitive actions taken against them. And I refuse to believe y'all ain't had a conversation about it. Sorry. Bullshit. What's up, Fifi TV? What's up, boo? You know what, Xavier? I didn't like the spinoff. I like Suits. I didn't like her spinoff at all. I couldn't even get through it. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes and I never finished watching it. I had it in my DVR. I ended up just deleting the rest of the episodes because I didn't like it at all. And I'm pretty sure it got canceled because Gina Torres is on 911 Lone Star now, child. That palace is a stew pot. of Patty Melt toddler heel shoes, lies and stressed out hair follicles. Lord, Belize, I can't. See, I should have known better before I started reading one of Belize's comments. I know better. I believe they didn't have a combo because her medication has her taking a lot of naps. You know what? Look, why y'all? I can't read none of y'all stuff. Y'all's here. Y'all was here. I want to thank you, those of you who were over yesterday. I had a really good time with Scotty. It was long, but I had fun. I had a really good time. That daggone Jay Lee and Alexander Rogers was cutting D hell up last night, and it was hilarious. I had a good time. So if y'all didn't catch me over on Scotty by Nature's channel last night on the panel, y'all go check the replay. Go on over to Scotty by Nature's channel and check the replay, honey. We had a good time. Gina Torres should be leading her own show by now. She deserves better than the damn procedural. Well, it's a whole lot of people that, deserve it. Hey, Kings Mina, how you doing, babe? Ain't seen you there in a while. Welcome. I mean, you might be up in the clouds. What's up? It's me, D. What's up? Don't forget, y'all, I'm going to be over on It's Me D's channel tomorrow at 8 o'clock. My mods in the room, drop It's Me D's link for me, please. Fifi, I forgot I made you a mod. I think I made you a mod so you could put your information in the chat. So go ahead and drop your stuff in the chat. I did not order no candles yesterday. Damn it. I'm going to have to do it today when I get off here. I said it yesterday, and then when I got off of here, I had to get ready to go to Scotty's, and I forgot. But I do need to get over there. You still running your sale, Fifi? You still in the chat, Fifi TV? You still running your sale, baby? Listen, Jaylee read Marie for filth. Okay, so do me a favor, Fifi. Go ahead and drop your information in the chat again, and drop the discount code, y'all. Fifi, it's all week long. Fifi TV. She has candles. She has melts, wax melts. Y'all go over there and check her out. Y'all, hold on. I still got some of her wax melts right here. I haven't melted them yet. Even though, because they're so cute, I didn't want to melt them yet. Y'all remember these adult wax melts I had? Y'all remember these adult wax melts I had? That's the adult, Y'all know what that is, child. Lips. This is the lips. This thing smells so good. As soon as I opened up the container. Lips. There's some boobies in here somewhere. And now that's Fifi TV, y'all. Oh, it smells so good. But I didn't want to melt them down because they're so cute. That whole concept is cute. So I ain't melt them down yet. But I did burn the rest of the stuff I had from her. I had a couple of candles. Child, them candles gone. But I do need some new candles because I'm almost out of candles, y'all. I'm almost out of candles. So that's Fifi TV is in the chat. You know what, Vovo? You stupid. You so stupid. And the discount code, y'all, is taxes21. Taxes21. Yep. Okay. Just got here, and the first thing I see is that you need to change the rating. I'm sorry. You're right. I probably shouldn't have put that up there, Lord. Well, it is what it's up there now, child. Okay, Fifi, but they just, first of all, as soon as I opened up that container, they smell so good. But I didn't want to burn them. I didn't want to mess them up. I like them. They're so cute. Okay. So that was the letter from the royal family. And like I said, I call bullshit. The queen, because let's be clear, the queen ain't no innocent. Now she may, but the queen is no innocent. Because again, listen, James Caldwell, aka Spiller Boy, always talks about knowing the history of things. Okay. We can't pretend like the queen was not very active in the whole situation with Diana and her son. And the whole thing with Fergie and Andrew. Like, we can't pretend like that didn't exist. So I get it, Harry, that you love your grandmama and you got your grandmama's back, but she ain't innocent. And I don't believe that she ain't no. That's all I'm going to say. Now, that's that on that. In the words of Brianna Simone, that's that on that. Yeah, I got some of this bubbly. They've been advertising the bubbly. I got some of this bubbly. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not as strong as Perrier water. This supposed to have like caffeine in it. It's not bad, but I don't know how I feel about it. But I got a whole case, so I better figure it out. I think she's innocent in this, considering she's literally counting her day. Little baby, stop it. Listen, the queen did Diana, Margaret, and Fergie wrong. She did. She did. She did. Right. You say Harry won his inheritance, honey. He knows she part of it, but she's still giving out a little coin on the side. She be hitting him with the, come here, baby. Grandma got something to tell you. Did your grandmother do that? My grandmother used to do that all the time. My grandmother would, she say, come here, baby. And she go hold your hand, and she always had a bill in her hand. Depending on her mood, it might have been a $5 bill, might have been a $100 bill. You never know what was coming. But you knew when she said, come here, baby. Hey, baby. My grandmother, you knew it was a bill somewhere in her hand, honey. She was rubbing up a bill. Bubbly is like scented soda to me. No flavor, just a slight smell. Yeah, the flavor, it's not as strong as Perrier. Y'all know that's what I've been drinking the last few months. It's Perrier. Like I said, it's flavored water. Yeah, it's definitely, it's not as bubbly as I expected. I'll say that. Exactly, P. Exactly. She old and evil. Anyway, moving on, child. All right, so that was that. So I want to make so B Scott. I don't know if you guys are familiar with B Scott. B Scott is like a pioneer in the blogosphere. You know, he definitely was one of the first. Hey, what's up, Tabitha? You're exhausted listening tonight. Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. He was one of the pioneers of the blog world, excuse me, when blogging, especially about TV shows and Black celebrities. He was one of the pioneers. And excuse me if I'm using the wrong pronouns. I mean, no disrespect. So if you're going to correct me, just correct me out of love, because I am not saying this with any disrespect, because he's non-binary. He identifies as non-binary. I'm not sure what his pronouns are. Hold on. Hold on. I rewind. His pronouns are they and them. So they. It is they and them. They and them. Thank you. I was looking it up because I just don't want to be out of pocket. So B Scott will be the host of the after show on BET for 20s. Now, if you guys, 20s is a show that's produced by Lena Waithe. I reviewed it on here, and they did get renewed for a second season. And so there's going to be an official after show for 20s. It's going to be a talk show style from what I'm reading. It's going to be a talk show style situation. They will be the first non-binary person to executive produce and lead a show on BET. Let me just read this article, child, before I get myself tongue twisted. 20s, the after show, will be hosted and executive produced by B. Scott, who will provide candid commentary and well-rounded insights into some of the characters' mishaps and successes. An official BET press release stated. An esteemed roster of Black LGBTQIA plus voices will also make special guest appearances on the after show. Scott, who uses the pronouns them and they, will lead the conversation during the half-hour series. Topics will touch on key themes explored during each week's episode. Something else I wanted to say. Okay. So that's happening. Now, I'm not sure when. Yeah, this is on BET. 20s comes on BET. 20s and Boomerang, the Boomerang series, are both written and produced by Lena Waithe, and they come on BET. Now, I knew 20s had been renewed for season 2. I'm not sure Boomerang was renewed for season 3. Not sure. The way season 2 ended, it almost was like they were ending the series, so I'm not quite sure. So I'm here for it. Y'all don't know if you guys remember a few years ago, B. Scott had a whole kerfuffle over to the MTV Awards. It was either was it the MTV Awards, y'all? It wasn't BET. It was either the MTV, I believe it was the MTV Awards, where they showed up in full drag, and it was a problem. I don't remember the whole story as now, but as right now, but something about I believe they asked him to get out of drag, and it was a whole thing about how they showed up, and they were one of the hosts. They were like a red carpet host, and so there was a whole thing. Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was the BET Awards. Oh, my bad. See, okay. So it looks like BET, they've made up, because I remember that being a whole thing. I remember, and that was a few years ago. Okay, I thought it was MTV. Okay, it was BET. Okay. The main characters from Boomerang are having a baby. I didn't know they were together in real life. They together in real life? I didn't know that either. Oh, okay. I ain't know that either. If we would all just be gold, there would be no issues. Who needs to be a she when I could be a goat? You know what? DC, I ain't doing this with you today. But I saw that today. There really wasn't a whole lot out there, but I did see that today, and I was like, and thank you, Quintessential, because I'd already seen it, but she sent it to me as well. I love when y'all send me stuff. I ain't saying that. I know sometimes y'all think I might not see it, but I do, and I appreciate it. I look for things for us to talk about. Some stuff I don't want to talk about, other things. Sometimes I didn't see it. Y'all see stuff before me sometimes. I did not know Drew and Simone were together in real life. Get out of here. Okay. You didn't like Candy and Lena. They played. Oh, I'm behind on the shot, child. I'm behind on the shot, like by a couple of seasons. Okay. So I can't read nothing about the shot, child. I can't read nothing about the shot. All right, but yeah, so there's that. So I was here for it. I'm here for it. Congratulations to B. Scott. I'm glad BET has evolved, and they were able to come to a happy medium, and that they are in a better place. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of time. Let's get into a little bit of this TV stuff. Now I gave y'all a lot of my opinions yesterday. Tabitha Brown is going to be on the Shine. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at that. See, look at that. Her name trending because of the Snatch Game. Now, Olivia might not have done nothing for Tabitha on the Snatch Game, but she sure made Tabitha she was trending. She was trending this week. Lena need to stop casting herself. Well, Wow, where's Condola? Why that mean less Condola on Insecure? I'm confused. Okay. Yeah, Olivia was horrible. Yeah, Olivia was absolutely horrible. All right, so hey Ella, what's up, babes? Okay, so let's talk about which I want to talk about. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all want to talk a little bit about Love and Marriage Huntsville. What else? Married to Medicine. Really, I gotta send this video of Ariana going in on Mel. Lord, go on, send it to me, child. Go on, send it to me. Right, I know that, but I'm saying, what does that have to do with you seeing less? Oh, because it's coming back. Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to talk about sisters? I ain't talked about sisters in a while. I guess we could talk a little bit about sisters. All right, let's talk a little bit about sisters. So, Xavier, I'm not doing this with you. Ain't no sexual tension. Ain't no sexual tension. All right, let's get through sisters real. I ain't gonna say real quick, but let's talk about sisters. So, Andy is still a dumbass and dealing with Gary. She's convinced herself that he's doing better, that he going to counseling, and he was like, I'm gonna leave town. But if you don't want me to go, I won't go. Just tell me not to go, I won't go. If you really don't want me to go, I won't go. Bye. Bye. Then Karen catches them. So he proposes to Andy. And of course, Andy is here for all of it. She can't stop smiling. She can't stop put that grin on her face because the man done proposed to her. Okay. Now, Danny is actually, that last episode, Danny got on my nerves. But for the couple of weeks before that, I was cool with Danny because she was finally letting her guard down and she was opening up to Preston and she was being really honest with Preston, about that whole situation, about how she felt about him and everything. Now, when Preston's sister showed up, she was in her feelings. And I understand that, the racist people came to your job and threatened you, but he done told you from the beginning that his sister ain't one of them, So I don't know. Danny was getting on my nerves with that whole I'm going to be drunk and rude thing. Okay. What's up? What for one? Hey, boo. Abby watches Superman and Lois. I'm here for it. Abby in here. Is Abby still in here? She watches Superman and Lois, child. Oh, Lord. Not since I bought up Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Lord. Y'all know how Young Rich feel about Melody, honey. That's her queen, child. So, Karen and Aaron. Ooh, that rhymes. I don't know, y'all. Something, I'm telling y'all, I don't know. Something still in my spirit. Still ain't sitting right with me, with Aaron. Something in my spirit with him just. Yeah, we started off with that. What for one? Sorry, babe. We started with that. Listen. I can't with Aaron and Karen with the whole celibate thing. But you ain't trying to be celibate. So I feel like if you're dating somebody that's telling you they want to be celibate or because of their religious faith they are celibate, I don't feel like you should I just feel like you should be honest and be like, well, I can't do this. I still think Aaron is the one that set Zach up personally. Not the drugs. We know who did the drugs, but the credit card scam. I still think that Aaron did that. That's just my 2 cents. Somebody said that they think it might be her receptionist new boyfriend. I don't know. But I still think, I'm just saying. Zach and Fatima. I like Fatima, but y'all know this whole situation with Zach and this program, something with this program still ain't sitting. I don't know. It still ain't sitting right with me, y'all. This whole program they got Zach in. It sounds like a real good idea. Don't get me wrong. It sounds like a good program and a real good idea, but something in the execution ain't making sense to me. Am I the only one, y'all? Something in the execution just ain't making sense to me. This guy, he started off, he was so nice. He helped Andy out. He helped Andy when she needed a lawyer and all of that. Now all of a sudden he's this horrible human being. And we started off with him and Fatima being childhood friends whose parents knew each other and they knew each other. Now all of a sudden he was a one-night stand and you can't stand him. That ain't how you started this off, Tyler. That ain't how you started this off with them, Tyler. Oh, Lord. Young Rich done went off on Martell. Okay. So, yeah. Now, Sabrina and this new guy down to the bank, y'all, I don't like it. 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 I really thought that man, right, because where he get a kilo of cocaine from, Fifi? Don't nobody just hang out and just have a kilo of cocaine laying around so they can frame somebody with. How you got a kilo of cocaine? Y'all, I don't like this whole Karen situation. I mean, Sabrina situation with this guy I really thought he was going to rape her, y'all. I really, really thought he was going to rape her. And I ain't even being funny. And I wouldn't have liked it. I would not have been here for that. But on the other hand, Sabrina, you dummy. Why are you so stupid? Why are you so stupid? Y'all were at the bar. The man told my son, well, can I come back to your house for a drink? No. We already at the bar drinking. If I'm inviting you back to my house, there's an expectation on my part. I'm just going to be real about it. If we already at the bar having drinks and I say, hey, come on back to my place, we can have a few more drinks, there's an expectation that something is going to go down. I don't invite nobody back to my house and don't expect that it's about to go down. Sorry. Right, P. I don't just have that hanging out in my trunk. You know what I'm saying? She's so slow, Fifi. Lord, she's so slow. But and when he act like he wasn't gonna leave her apartment, I really thought something was gonna be happening. I feel like we're gonna get a sexual assault storyline, and I'm not here for it. Tyler has been doing well to avoid that in this show. Please don't let Sabrina get raped. Yeah, I'm not here for it. I never felt bad for Ariane. And I'm going to tell you why I never felt bad for Ariane, because you knew he was married the whole time. So my thing is, you walked into that being a mistress, you get what you get. I never felt sorry for her. That's how I felt about it. I never had no sympathy for her. You know, I mean, yeah, stuff got aired out because of the show, but you was straight up in a relationship with a married man for the last 5 years. Like, you knew he was married with children. So, yeah. Nope. My wife watches, so I'm sure she'll tell me if I'm wrong. Oh, she watches me too. Hey. Ariane is a peasant. He called her a whole peasant on national TV, and she's still sleeping with him. So listen, whatever you get is whatever you get. What? Young rich girl, I can't do this with you. I was trying to read something. The comments are going by kind of fast. Hold on, y'all. No, I think I got it. Yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. So now the for those of you who watch Sisters, the question of the hour is, who in that bedroom? Do y'all really think Calvin and they're sleeping with another man, or y'all think they like exercising? Somebody put that in my comments. If they in there exercising, what y'all think going on in that bedroom? Do y'all really think they gonna turn Calvin into that he's bisexual after all of this? The whole last season storyline about whether he was gay or not, and he swore it down he was heterosexual and he wasn't none of that. What y'all think they're gonna do with that whole thing? Yeah, KK, the chat is growing. It's 75 in here strong. Can y'all hit that like button for me, please? I appreciate it so much. We got 38 likes. Can y'all hit that like button for a sister? I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. If you're not subscribed, go and hit that button. Go and hit that subscribe button. It's free. Free 99. Free 99. Yeah. What y'all think? We talking about Tyler Perry here. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna tell you now how I'm gonna be mad about it. I ain't gonna lie now. I'm gonna be mad if that's what they do. Because my thing is, don't play with my emotions. And you got the whole last season of us going back and forth, whether we like him or not, or don't like him or not. I mean, whether he gay or not. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Love and Marriage Huntsville, child. Okay, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to start. So I was here for Maurice not telling Marceau what happened. He ain't break bro code. I understand what the people on the panel was saying last night. when they were like, well, they're gonna find out anyway. It's in the blogs already, blah blah blah. But I felt like they were having a whole moment at the campfire, and Martell opened up to them, and he shared some stuff with them, and he was honest with them about some stuff. And I felt like, I was here for Maurice saying, listen, you need to call him and talk to him. He need a friend right now. He need a friend right now. So I was here for that. I can appreciate that. That's what happened. Like, I can appreciate that was happening. Well, I want Tyler Perry to do a whole series on LGBTQ and get it over with. You know what? I ain't mad at him. He gonna do his own version of P Valley, honey. He didn't announce that he gonna do a series about script clubs. I said, sir, stick with what you know, sir. Stick with what you know. Martell needs a brain more than a friend in this moment. Go down to the wind. So then we had Melody in this really weird scene with her talking to her kids about their hair and that they're kings and queens and their hair is their crown, and whether it's braided, that's descended from queens, and they should be proud of their hair no matter what the texture of their hair is. Now, let's be clear. I understand that part of that, P Valley's coming back. Part of that was them setting up the rest of the season, the episode with the whole brown girl event that Letitia was having. And I know the other part of that was in response to the conversation and the statements that Miss Wanda made about the Sharon hair. So I know where part of that's coming from, right? I know that's where part of that whole thing is coming from. But it just seemed really weird. It just seemed like a really weird, awkward conversation. But then she calls Letitia, stop acting like you don't know your mama is fucking messy. Please stop acting like you don't know your mama is messy. You act like you have no idea that your mama out here tripping. I didn't know she said that. Oh, that is so inappropriate of her to say about you. No, Mel. Well, I am having an event. Y'all, you can have Martell drop the kids off. What the fuck would you talk about Martell dropping the kids off to an all girls event? You talking to the mama. You are talking to the mama. Say, Mel, I'm going to send you the information. I hope you can make it, girl. Why would you even bring Martell's name up? See, that's that messy, passive-aggressive shit, Letitia, that people don't like about you. That is that messy, passive-aggressive shit that people don't like. I mean, I was like, Marceau, Wanda, and Letitia, listen. I feel like Marceau and Wanda acted badly in that moment. I feel like Wanda was wrong. I feel like Marceau was wrong. First of all, I'm going to need you to stop telling me that I'm cheating. Either bring some proof. Now, I ain't saying that Marceau ain't cheating. I don't know what Marceau doing and what he ain't doing. But what I'm saying is either bring some proof. Or shut up. You've been talking for 2 years about Marceau and his 20 women's. If you don't have no proof, text message, screenshot, videotape, phone call, conversations, smoke message, Morse code. If you don't have nothing, a fax, something to show that Marceau is out here in these streets, I'm going to need you to stop it. And I'm definitely going to need you to stop doing it in his own house. You can't be sitting in the man's house accusing him of cheating and don't think he's going to have no kind of reaction. Okay? Now, Marceau, you be coming out your pocket a little sideways with Miss Wanda too, okay? You be coming out your pocket a little sideways with Miss Wanda. So in my opinion, both of them was out of pocket, okay? Both of them was wrong and both of them was out of pocket as far as I could tell. Now, I do have a question, Marceau. Now, one thing Miss Wanda said, hey, Authentically Young, hey, baby. One thing Miss Wanda said that I don't necessarily disagree with, because I was thinking the same thing myself. Ma'am, sir, I'm sorry, sir, Marceau, Why were you driving the sports car to the campsite instead of one of the trucks? I mean, you can drive whatever car you want. It's yours, But I was thinking the same thing when they showed that you had gotten in an accident. I'm thinking, why are you driving the $100,000 Benz to the campground instead of the $40,000 truck? I'm just saying. It might not be $100,000, y'all, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's more than that truck cost. He was trying to stunt at the campground. She talk about him in the video too, Dominique. Ooh, what she got to say about him? No, it doesn't mean he was cheating at all. At all. I was just trying to figure out why he chose. I mean, I'm just saying I would have had the same question. But what I found interesting was that Letitia ain't saying nothing about it till her mama brought it up. See, that's what people talk about, Letitia, when they talk about how your mama controls what you say and how you think. You ain't said nothing about it, but all of a sudden, once your mother brought it, talking about something, why you driving the sports car, Marcel? Who you going to go see? Then all of a sudden, Letitia want to know, and why were you driving the sports car to the campground? We got all those other vehicles out there. You ain't said nothing about it till your mama said something. See what I'm saying? That's why people be talking about how your mama be controlling your mind, girl, because ain't nobody said nothing till your mama said something. Now he trying to show up in front of his grind to hook up. I ain't doing this with you, Young Rich. Might just be the car he drives more. Listen, I'm not saying it's a make or break moment. Let's be clear, y'all. I'm not saying that I'll be ready to call a divorce attorney, but I would. That's a question I would have had. I'm just being honest. I would have asked that same question. Now, I ain't saying that I would have automatically assumed he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing, but I definitely would have had a question. I would have had some questions. It's an hour-long video. Oh, Lord. Okay. But I'm going to watch it. We'll talk about it. I'm going to see what they're talking about. But like I said, I don't feel sorry for Arian. Like I said, you was straight up sleeping with a married man for 5 years. And even before the show, Melody knew about you. You and Melody had run-ins. You had cussed her out. She had cussed you out. According to you, Melody showed up at your front door with some of her friends to jump your ass. So it ain't like you didn't know. It ain't like you didn't have no idea. It ain't like you got exposed or that was the first time that anything came out was on national TV. Child, y'all knew each other. You would have had some grits on the stove. Wait, I asked the question. See, Letitia is easily maneuvered. I used to feel bad about Marcel's control over her, but now I realize why she doesn't have good sense, child. And then when the mom left, she was like, I don't need a man to help me with anything. Mama has some deep-rooted bitterness she passing on to her daughter. True. I honestly don't think the caliber of woman in Marcel pulls would need impression with the car. I think they're happy getting picked up from work and avoiding the bus. You know what? She definitely puts the battery in Tisha's back. Because that's why Tisha mad at Kimmy. Because her mama putting that battery in her back, talking about Kimmy don't have your back, and Kimmy like Mel more than you, and all of that. Girl, so elementary school. So elementary school. So elementary school. So then we have the event, which I thought was actually a pretty good event. I thought that the whole, first of all, a lot of times with these reality shows, when they have these events, it'd be empty. It'd be 4 people in the cast, and you'd be like, okay, this clearly was something they did for the purposes of the show. But I felt like there was a room full of little brown girls. And I felt like it was definitely a well planned out event that and I like what I saw, what they filmed or what they showed, what they really showed us, I thought was good. You're telling little brown girls to be proud of their complexion, no matter what hue, no matter what, whether you're light, whether you're dark, whether you're somewhere in the middle. Be proud of your hair, your crown and glory. They put a little black girl magic into them. Like, I was here for it. I was here for all of it, y'all. I was definitely here for it. I thought it was really good. Really? That's what you think it is, DC? She hasn't been around society. Letitia better calm down. Because, listen, she don't want none of Kimmy. Kimmy done told her Kimmy come from my side, from over this way. You think everybody in the room was Atisha's family from Birmingham except cast and crew? I don't know. I think it was a good event. That's right, Xavier. Brown skin girls. Yes. It was a good event, but I felt like she did it because of what her mama said about Melody's kids. It might have. Maybe she did. But I thought it was a good moment. Now, Destiny is putting together a girls' trip. And Letitia was like, I need to know the who, the what, the when, the where, the how before I decide whether I'm going or not. Listen, I won't mad at her because I'm that way. Somebody called me to invite me somewhere. I need to know who's going to be there. Because that is going, listen, people can act, y'all can act like it ain't true all y'all want. But that determines whether I feel like going. Okay? I know that I have some friends who got friends that I don't like. And I need to know if I got to be ready to deal with them people when I get there. And some of my friends got friends that don't like me. So I need to know when I'm walking into an event, I need to know whether I need to have my blockers on, right? Because I might still come to support you because you're my friend. But I need to know what's going to be going on over here. So I won't mad at Tisha for saying, listen, I need to know. Because if it's just going to be Destiny and Kimmy, well, right now I got beef with Kimmy, so I got a different level of energy for Kimmy, okay? But if Melody gonna be there, oh, that take it to a whole nother level, because me and Kimmy at least can talk. But me and Melody, we ain't even been able to have a conversation for a year, okay? Except for when they filmed that little thing for Down to the OWN network during COVID, when they all act like they was friends and they didn't have no beefs. But that's another conversation for another day, child. Pre-check those their family functions I don't go to. Listen, I mean, I don't think she was wrong for asking. I don't even think she was wrong for saying, can we drive? So I can leave when I feel like leaving? Because let's be clear, I do it all the time. Listen, if there is ever an option for me to drive somewhere by my damn self so I can leave when I feel like leaving, I'm always taking option A. I'm always taking option A. Well, let's be clear. Event. Who wouldn't like me? Oh, child, there's people that... Girl, I could give you a list, honey. I could give you a list. I could give you a list, honey. It's people that don't like me. And it's okay. Because I don't like other people. Like, listen. I need to know if my family will be there so I can go on and stay at the house. Right. Listen. So, but I could appreciate that Melody got up and disengaged before it became a thing. Melody got up and disengaged, before it became a thing. Okay. So I can appreciate that. And Melody went back and talked to Letitia about it. Now, I could appreciate that Destiny and Kimmy said, child, we might need some professional help. Because for the previews next week, it looks like they're going to bring somebody in to try to help them work through their issues. But, baby, she said, this is going to take a professional's help because the two of them, and both of them have valid reasons to have a problem with the other one. Let's be clear. Because Letitia, whatever the child, she been messy from season 1. Now, it may have been a production asking her to say certain things and say certain things, but let's be clear, she been messy since season 1. Then they had the whole thing at the reunion where Melody and Martell came up with the 20 women's and all that stuff at the reunion, right? Then last season, we had Letitia showing up to Melody's event and being escorted out by security because she won't invite it, okay? So they both have done things to the other one. Like, let's be clear. Like, ain't neither one of them no angels in this situation. Melody absolutely did that. But if you go back to season 1, Letitia was messy about the affair. Letitia was being very messy about the Martell Melody affair. So they've done shit to each other. Okay. They have definitely done shit to each other. Last but not least, Martell go to see his mama and finally admit to his mama that he got a baby on the way and it ain't from Melody. And I felt so bad for his mother in that moment because she was hurt. And I'm sure she was pissed off at herself for being a no good, you know what. But she was also hurt. And she was like, I love my daughter-in-law. Melody is my daughter and I love her. And she gonna always be my daughter. And I just felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her because she know her son ain't shit. She know her son ain't shit. Marcel needs to. I don't know why I'm reading Young Rich's comment out loud. Let me preface by saying this is Young Rich. Marcel needs to learn how to be a father instead of being a deadbeat and always leaving Letitia with the kids so he can have. See, I ain't even gonna read the rest of that. Okay. In front of Melody, though, she was being passive aggressive again. Then played dumb with Melody. Yeah, she was Dewana. She was, but that's what she does. Yeah, she was. They can hire that lady from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Chambord or something like that, child. They need Ayanla, child. My thing is how he didn't wish Ariane was pregnant when he was listen. That's why I don't have no sympathy for either one of them, for Ariane, Melody, or Martell, because all of y'all actively engaged in this three-way relationship for a long time. It's not like Melody did not know about Ariane. It's not like her and Ariane have not had run-ins. Matter of fact, if you go back to season 1, Martell called Ariane his girlfriend. Bitch, you don't get to have a girlfriend and a wife at the same time unless they are all on the same page. Unless it is a throuple situation, okay? Unless y'all are sister wives, you don't get to have both. So when he sat on that boat at Maurice and Kimmy's wedding, and they were upstairs on that boat having that conversation, and he said he called Ariane his girlfriend. Melody, that's when you exit stage left, ma'am. I'm all here for keeping a family together. I'm all here for black love. But the man said that was his girlfriend. I'm just saying. If my husband called his his side chick, his girlfriend, it's gone beyond side chick. It's gone beyond side chick. And that would have been the last time listen, they was already on top of the boat, DC. All she had to do was push him overboard. I mean, the cameras were rolling, but you could have waited. You could have finished up that scene, and then you could have called him back and said, boo, and told the cameras, we just going to go for a little stroll. We don't need to put this on tape. And you could have took his ass back on the top of that boat, and it would have been man overboard, man overboard. I don't know what happened. He lost his balance. Oh, no. What happened? I don't know. He was drunk and lost his balance and fell overboard. Child, it'd have been man down. Man down. That's it. That's all. DC said she'd have been on life after lockup. But yeah, so I have no sympathy for none of them. You know, it would have been man on the board, tell your girlfriend to say, right, that's what I'm saying. I would have accidentally lost my footy and pushed it, and he'd have been overboard. Like, listen. And it was already at night, so it would have been harder to find him. Shit. Your girlfriend? Sir, what? Mind you, that was after they had already had the argument on camera about her not satisfying him in bed. Mind you, they had already had that argument on camera about the fact that he cheated because she wasn't satisfying him in bed. Sir, you would have been swimming with the fishes. Yep. Exactly, DC. I'd have been like, oh my goodness, what could have happened? He fell overboard. Hell yeah, girl. I'd have been on, listen, it would have been a snapped episode. Call it what you want. Yes. So I'm getting ready to get off of here in a few minutes. And yes, I absolutely am going to be watching Delilah tonight. I don't know if I'm going to review it, but I probably am. I am leaning only because y'all know I'm here for a good drama. OWN has not disappointed me yet. Well, I mean Tyler Perry did, but the rest of OWN shows have not disappointed me yet. So I'm probably going to review it. Yeah. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Martell don't even look like he got a good. Ooh. I don't know why. I know better than to read Young Rich comments. I just wish Queen Sugar I would have skipped the pandemic. Oh no. No, I don't know if I would have skipped the pandemic because I feel like even though I'm starting to get sick of every show talking about the pandemic, I think we'd be remiss of our history to not address it, to act like it doesn't exist. It's so impactful to our everyday lives. And I think for the people on the show, it was probably cathartic for them to go through it on the show. I mean, I'm speaking for them. I don't know them, but you can't. Oh, I understand. And for some people, like I said last week, y'all saw how short y'all review for last week's episode was because I was like, I just can't. I'm gonna review it, but the episode was very triggering, and I don't want to use that word lightly, but it was very triggering that you're going back to the beginning of this pandemic and reliving those first few weeks where we didn't know what was going on. We had so much misinformation. We thought it was only going to be a few weeks. And that moment where you realize, wait a minute, this is not something that's just going to be a few weeks. I remember, and I think I said this to y'all, I remember going to my dentist during that 2 weeks where the schools were closed and we were closed for 2 weeks. And I think they had just announced that we were going to be closed for like another 2 weeks. And I remember going to my dentist and I remember her saying to me, some of her friends who are doctors in New York, she said, no. She said, y'all gonna be out for the rest of the year. She said, y'all are gonna be out of school for the rest of the year. Y'all are done. She said, I've been talking to my friends in New York and the stories that they are telling me, it's nowhere close. Nowhere close. And so I remember her saying that to me, and that was like what, April last year, late March, early April of last year. So yeah. They're only good for what they do for actors' careers outside of that trash. Oh, okay. What? Oh, Tyler Perry. Y'all talking about Tyler Perry. All right. I'm about to get quarantine written in my IEP for adult life. I know that's right. Listen, I'm about to go to some therapy for some PTSD when it's time for me to go back to work, child. That's the truth, Ruth. See, Golden said she knew it wasn't going to be a couple of weeks. I mean, honestly, I remember my principal telling me that when they first, before they announced that they were closing. And it's funny because me and my principal had that conversation the day before they made the decision to close schools. Me and him had a conversation. And he was like, he said, yeah, they're going to close schools. He said, and it's going to probably be a wrap for the year. He said that. And then the next day, yes, I do, Young Rich. I absolutely do. I think it's something going on between Marie and her business partner, child. All right, you guys, let me get ready to get off here so I can get ready for Queen Sugar and Delilah, child, since y'all won't. I don't know if y'all gonna get now. I'm gonna watch Delilah. I don't know if y'all gonna get a review tonight because it's 2 hours long. So I don't know if y'all gonna get a review tonight of Delilah, but I'm gonna watch it tonight. And we'll talk about it a little bit tomorrow. But y'all let me know what y'all think. please go check out my mod. Has been dropping my Avon link. Y'all go check that Avon out. There's a lot of great things over to the Avon. Y'all go look for it. Y'all go check it out. Like I said, they got PPE stuff, perfume, makeup. They got all kinds of stuff over there. Y'all go check it out. If nothing else, get you some Skin So Soft, child. Get you some Skin So Soft. Hey, Lady V. Hey, boo. Get you some Skin So Soft, honey. If you haven't hit that like button, go hit that like button on your way out the door. I appreciate you. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go on and do it. To quote my friends, Random TV Reviews, baby, it's free 99. It is free 99. So y'all go ahead and check it out. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.